We live right now. Today is Sunday, October 6th, 2024. We're doing pretty good. We were going to do a podcast earlier, but I think this podcast is actually very fitting for the reasons why. Okay. How did we go about this? It was hot earlier, but we're going to talk about it right now. I was supposed to do a podcast with somebody else. As you know, I do most of my podcasts by myself, which is fine. I have no problems talking to myself, thinking about different topics and all that good stuff. But I was going to talk to them briefly about their coffee journey, how they drink their coffee, how they enjoy it, and then kind of like turn a little bit into kind of like turning the mirror back on them. But it's not so much like a judgmental type of thing. It's more so like what's the best way to say this? I think it's more so like, what are you doing? What other things do you want to promote? And probably give me a little glimpse into the mastermind of how you going about your business. Have I done those type of podcasts before? Yes, I have. I've done a couple of them actually. Some of them more so purposeful in that way of giving that person the opportunity to talk about the thing that they want to talk about. But it's one of those things to where people are still figuring me out, so to speak. They don't know really what I'm doing, how I go about my things and all that stuff. And that's perfectly fine. But then a lot of this information I've repeated before. I've talked about before. And I think it kind of pissed me off because this other person knows about it. Okay. So in this episode, what I am going to do or try to do without being as pissed off about the situation is kind of fill you in about the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, Everyday Beans. Everyday Beans is a coffee roasting business. We roast coffee. I roast coffee. I pretty much do everything. Eventually we'll get people, but right now it's me. I roast coffee. In the beginning of my coffee journey, I was hooked. I was sold. I was that person who would buy a 25 bag of coffee, a very small bag, and I'll buy it everywhere. And all I cared about was the kick. As I say, I believe I'm coining this term, coffee slut. That's all I cared about. But then it got to the point to where when I was going about it, my business of drinking these coffees and then eventually starting to get these coffees to other people, it dawned on me that most people haven't really tasted good coffee, good tasting coffee. And I purposely say good tasting coffee because exceptional, great coffee is out there. But from the good to the great, it's not that much of a big leap. It does start to become a law of diminishing return. You can go there, but the price is not the same, meaning that good to great, for the most part, is more so like a lateral type of move. If you think about it, it is better in certain aspects. But again, that's objective, subjective. That's up to you. That's how you think about coffee, right? But the thing about it really is that I talk about good coffee because good coffee is obtainable. And that's what I'm selling. My coffee isn't too expensive. I can roast it and distribute it even on Amazon at a reasonable cost and make some money. Not a lot of money, but some money. Okay. But the point and intent, of course, I do want to make money from this. Don't get me wrong. The intent of the business is to provide affordable, good tasting coffee to people that they can enjoy every day. Hence, everyday beans. Because you don't really necessarily eat beans themselves every day. If you do, that's great. But I'm talking about coffee beans, which you grind up, or you already have it grind up. You brew it, whichever way that you want to brew it, and you enjoy it. You had it for the morning time, even the evening time, or however many times throughout the week. The point here is that you are enjoying that beverage and you're not scared to pinch or just take a scoop or two or three or however many scoops it does take for you to enjoy your cup of coffee. Okay? That's really the intent of the business. And yes, it is a business. So the ways I'm going about actually getting the business out there is a little bit different than what other people are doing. I don't know about you, but a lot of times whenever I look at coffee beans websites or whatnot, it's like how they fell in love with coffee. They tell you that they hand roast it and it's crafted and it's designed and picked and all that stuff and seasoning, blah, 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 all that bullshit. Just bullshit. It's true, but it's still bullshit. They're all the same. Everybody has an origin story and they say, buy my shit, buy my coffee. There's no real value back to the people. Okay? There's no real value there if you really think about it. That's why a lot of these companies just burn and die a lot of times, because they think they could just put up their shingles, which I thought a long time ago, and that's how business works. It doesn't. You have to give people a reason to trust you, to value what you're doing. So a couple years ago, I thought about like, how am I going to differentiate myself? How am I going to come to bat each and every day for people? And the way that I thought about it is that I had to have a media company. And what do I mean by that? I have to give people a reason to want to stay on the website, to communicate with me, to find value in what I'm doing, what I'm sharing, what I'm giving, beyond just trying to sell them a bag of coffee. And throughout the process of me understanding even more what I'm really trying to do here, things are getting more clear. Meaning that if I didn't really like reignite or start this YouTube channel, I wouldn't really know the direction of the things that I want to go. And guess what? It's going to continue to change. And that's the thing about this. You don't really know where things are going to go until you're actually playing that game. That's why I'm really big about just trying things out, throwing things to the wall, and seeing what works. And as you can see throughout my YouTube videos and podcasts and whatnot, certain things have clicked for people. Certain things more not have not. And it's been a great, enjoyable ride. But I am tweaking and I'm changing things and I'm getting things to the point to where it is a benefit to a lot of people. I'm not there yet. There's still a lot of work. There's still a lot of things to figure out. But I guess what I'm saying in this situation is that I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to not bullshit, play around with you. I'm out there trying to give you information, little tips and guidelines, things that I've tried multiple times that goes beyond the 5 to 10 minute video that I put out there. The amount of coffee that I've drank and tested and tested theories and really just understand even more so of really what I'm trying to get back to. You know, it's about entertainment a little bit, but it's more so about education and how I can truly, really help you. And if you don't buy a bag of coffee from me, that's fine. But if you give me a thumbs up or understand the recommendation that I give you, then that's really where it's at, you know? And I think the reason why I'm so like amped up and like kind of a little pissed off about this is because I'm really here about trying to help other people. Yes, it's business, trying to make as much money as I can. But the thing is that I'm trying to help you. Trust me, really, go to these websites. Go to these other coffee websites. Most of them, majority of them. Look at the websites. Think about what I'm saying, the origin story. Then buy my shit. Buy my $20 bag of coffee. I put the notes on there. I tell you what it tastes like. But buy my shit. Okay? I may give you 1 or 2 tips. But, you know, you look at the blogs and all that stuff. And they wrote that stuff a long time ago. When they first started a website. See it all the time. Look at my stuff. Look at my blog. Look at the YouTube channel. See how active I am. Instagram, that's a different story. I'll eventually get back on it. Instagram is trash. But that's me getting on my soapbox. I guess the thing that I'm really trying to get at is that I'm here for you. I'm here for people. And when I do other podcasts that don't pertain to me, it's extremely critical that I am giving back to people to the way to where they can understand a different perspective beyond just me. Because that's the thing about it. We're just living. Right? We're just trying to figure things out. That's all we're really trying to do. We are trying to see if we're able to progress in life the way that we want to. Or if we could just change one thing about our lives that nobody has a say in anything that we try to do within that situation. So when I do talk to people, when I do go out there and interview people, yeah, I'll ask them about their coffee journey. Because I think that's really cool. Don't you think it's cool to like get other people's perspectives on what they like about coffee, what they don't like about coffee, the do's and don'ts and things that makes them click? I think that's pretty cool. At least I do. If you don't, that's cool too. Let me know what you like in a podcast or something that you would or want to listen to. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm really trying to get at, is that there's no real ulterior motives here. I'm here, especially when I'm viewing or interviewing other people, is that I want you to just be yourself, you know? But I guess I'm one of those wacky ones that will literally put themselves out there and not really care so much about what happens. I don't know. If that was the case, I should have started this thing a long time ago. But I guess sometimes that's the way things are. That's the way things really happen, right? So, again, I'm here to help you. I'm here to be what's the best way to say this? I'm just here to help you along your journey, your coffee journey. And hell, I may learn something from you that helps me out on my coffee journey. That'll be pretty cool too. But I'm here for you. The things that I produce and explain and get figured out is because of what we are doing together. And if you want to be on my podcast, be on it. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Send me a go to my website. Send me an email. Do whatever. Let me know how you feel about this. Do you feel like it's crap, or the direction I'm going in is kind of weird? That's fine. I don't care. I can take it. I'm here to listen to whatever the situation is, because I'm here to help. That's all I care about. I care about helping. Will there be affiliate links? Yeah. Will there be links to my website? Yeah. Why not? I'm also going to give other ways to where you can actually understand the things that I'm trying to do, you know, with all this stuff. Again, I'm here because I care, and I'm sure other people care too. But this is the way I'm playing the game. This is the way I'm trying to really get to the point of where people will feel that they're doing something like positive and motivational in whatever they want to do in their lives. It's just more so giving back and giving people a reason to want to get better and love and enjoy their good tasting coffee. And then probably eventually, if you want to go to the great tasting coffee, go there. I may have some on my website from time to time, but if you know somebody that you're on the fence of trying, do it. It's all good. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're just here trying to grow together. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to provide good tasting coffee at a reasonable, affordable price. But probably more importantly, I'm here to be a part of your coffee journey, to help, to guide, to be that ear, that person who knows just about a little bit more than what you're going through right now. You know? So that's me. That's my rant. That's kind of like more so what I'm talking about. And I hope that this is helpful. And I know this is not going to be my last time talking about this. I will talk about this all the damn time. And you know, the beauty about the setup, the thing that I've been working on actually is that I can take this podcast on the road. I have all the stuff, all the gear. It's ready to rock and roll. I have my studio gear. It's ready to do its thing. And I got my road gear ready to rock and roll. To just talk to people. See what their interest and love is in coffee. Why they like it. And other things that they're doing in their lives. That's really what I'm about. And I hope that you see that. If you don't, I guess you're going to see it, you know. And me just talking about it, I'll show you if you haven't seen it, at least yet. So that's what I got for you. Talk to you later. Bye.